Chinese loans. China has become the biggest beneficiary of our debt servicing. This financial year, as at December 2024, we had paid China US dollar 178.744 million, equivalent of 679.2 billion. Of this 679 billion that we are paying to China, 212 billion is interest and 13.2 billion is commission and other fees. Currently, Uganda owes China 9.2 trillion. Only the World Bank with 18.3 trillion has lent Uganda more money. Chinese loans are very expensive. Look at the interest they are collecting annually. This parliament must discourage government from recklessly contracting Chinese and commercial bank loans. Again, there is a table to show you people who have lent Uganda money. I have said China is now number 2 at 9.2 trillion, and they are collecting almost $1 trillion from Uganda every year. So you come here to pass a budget, you think it is going to your constituency, it is actually going to China. Total domestic debt. The stock of domestic debt is given by Finance on page 23 of the report on loans and grants as 53.224 trillion as of December 2024. In the Treasury Operations Policy Statement, domestic debt is given as 51.7 trillion. This is mainly the money borrowed from commercial banks to finance our luxury lifestyle in the budget. Sometimes this government borrows money that is paid in 91 days. This is like ordinary people walking to a money lender. The South African banks are the biggest beneficiaries of this lending, especially Stanbic and Standard Chartered. These South African banks collect more than 9 trillion annually in interest from government. Please remember that out of the about 24 licensed commercial banks in Uganda, only 4 are owned by Ugandans. What government calls domestic borrowing is actually foreign external, because these domestic banks are foreign owned. And the list of these banks is given. So they tell you domestic borrowing, you walk to Stanbic and they take the interest to South Africa. I want you also, honorable members, to note, I am now on page 11. We have 27 trillion debt servicing. You need to know who are we paying. First, we are going to pay Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, for stolen gold, 247 billion. So this is what is in the budget, that we are going to clear our debt. So one of the beneficiaries is Democratic Republic of Congo, 247 billion for stolen gold. The 27.3 trillion includes 247 billion to Democratic Republic of Congo for raping Congolese women, looting its gold, diamond and timber, when General Tibuhaburwa ordered its invasion in 1998-99. The soldiers General Tibuhaburwa deployed were accused of rape, while senior commanders and other NRM...
Is a procedure matter.
Madam Speaker, Honorable Ssemujju is my shadow minister. Those days in the 90s, we didn't have a digital system. What Honorable Ssemujju is saying here is now being heard around the world. Recently, it was stated that there was a message that was circulated about the attack of Ugandan embassy. The Ugandan ambassador was summoned, and therefore a statement to be on record that Ugandans raped Congolese women is a very serious statement. Isn't it proper that Honorable Ssemujju have this expunged from our record? Right, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, how do you feel when your country is full of rapists like you? Because it is you, the men, the rapists, including the person reading the report. How do you feel when your country is portrayed outside there as people looters, rapists? Why don't we use a more civilized language? You can deliver, Honorable Ssemujju, you can deliver your message, but when you're using a very polite language, these people understand. You don't have to go vulgar and say all the men, including you and everybody, are rapists.
Madam Speaker, there is a ruling, a judgment. These words are in the judgment. They are not my words.
There was an
I don't know where the Honorable Ekanya lives.
There was an appeal to that effect.
There is no appeal. That's why we are paying. So if you only can allow me and give you the details.
But let's be civilized for once. Let's love Uganda. Let's love Uganda. When you start bringing those words, do you love your country? How many people out there are listening to what we are talking about? Your report is good.
Let me change.
We love the figures.
Let me change and go to a language that is okay. I am now, because we are paying for three things. First, 225 million for damaged persons, including loss of life, serious bodily injury, sexual violence. Now I am not rape, sexual violence. Recruitment, and these are words as they appear in the judgment. Sexual violence, recruitment and deployment of child soldiers, and population displacement. The total that we are going to pay to Congo is 832 billion. The second item for which we are paying Congo is for damage to property located inside and outside Ituri. You can Google, those of you who have internet. Just Google, you will find the judgment. I am not the author of the judgment. Maybe the Honorable Kanya, who is afraid of the international attention, you need to go to the International Court of Justice and tell them to delete and reverse the judgment. 60 million for damage related to natural resources,
Honorable, can I have something to say?
But,
Speaker,
will I read the report?
No, Right Honorable Speaker, I have gone to the International Court. The decision between DRC and Uganda to arrive at that figure was settlement out of court, because Uganda disputed some of the grounds. And the record is very clear. I don't know why the Attorney General cannot put the record clear, because this is a very serious matter, Right Honorable Speaker. We have Ugandans who are trading in DRC. We have Ugandans trading in South Africa. Issues of cross-border and international relationship should be handled carefully. The payment to DRC was out of settlement, out of court settlement, because Uganda disputed some of those grounds. And the records are clear. I have read it. I have followed it. Is it order for the Right Honorable Ssemujju to allege that what he's stating is correct?
Honorable members.
No, we are paying for out-of-court settlement for Ugandan
Speaker, it is also unfair for someone who signed the minority report to stop someone reading a minority report, because he signed his report he agrees with. So why does he want me to stop me?
Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Right Honorable. Right Honorable, I would expect that we stick to our rules, and the dissent minority report must be on dissenting issues.
Yes, not just
issues of these judgments did not come up in the meeting.
Yeah.
And of course, if it's already a judgment, as he says, then it's a sunken cost. It's irrelevant even to discuss it. You must allocate, and there is nothing to challenge about it. So let's discuss where there is a dissent
on figures.
On the figures on the matter.
You signed the minority report. You are the one who has tabled the minority report. Now you are saying it should not be read.
You know, the problem that our members have now, they are basically doing politics. But you're going to do politics at the expense of your country.
Madam Speaker,
and when you hear the chairman saying, yes, we have a 73 trillion, what are you dissenting on? What don't you want to be funded? And if you don't want to be funded, just say you don't want this borrowing?
Madam Speaker, I am a politician elected by the people of Chira. I am not one of those politicians who fear to do politics. I didn't come here to do medicine. I came here to do politics. Madam Speaker, our disagreement, I signed this report with two colleagues, the Honorable Karim
It's a
Masaba.
procedural matter.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. I am raising on a matter of procedure with a lot of pain. My senior colleague, who is a veteran in this House, and hiding behind the issue of politics, seems to have derived a lot of fun and joy in destroying the reputation of this country. This House, every member of Parliament in this House is part of government. Yesterday, the same Speaker kept calling the matter this House, you people, and distancing himself from what happens in this House. We have a matter of collective responsibility. There are many things we don't agree with here,